Oh dear. Okay, so start with Ruben on what they do.
So I'm Ruben, I'm a counselor here, so I work with the clients.
And I'm Pedro, and I'm a content creator and a social media person. So there you go.
I'm not going to big up myself too much, but I am the co-founder and visionary of the Tabularasa project.
Surely inside your cigarette, down through your blood and through your love.
They say all things come in sevens, and I discovered Iboga back in 2015, so this is the 7-year cycle. I feel it's a year of change.
I'm here at Tabularasaretreat because I'm going to take the plunge, as I call it, which is I'm going to do an Ibogaine treatment.
I'm working here on Tabula Rasa for 2 years, and I thought now was the time to try Ibogaine.
It's quite an honor for me as well to be taking this journey with Ruben, who works here at Tabula Rasa, and Pedro, who is soon to be joining our team. And I think it's important that when you do this work that you actually meet Iboga the spirit, Tabernanthe Iboga the plant, the shrub, and its alkaloids. Super important to experience what Ibogaine has to offer in its magic, so that when we are client facing, we can actually share our stories and give them hope.
So,
are you okay?
joking aside, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Yeah.
good. The withdrawals have started, but they're not too crazy. It's just a few aches and pains, sneezes, yawns, a few runs to the bathroom, nothing out of the ordinary. Breathe through it, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and in the morning, I think once you've got up, I think you should do breath work.
Yeah, that would
I'll
help.
do the session just to really pump it up.
That would be good. That would be nice.
Your thoughts on actually ingesting the Ibogaine?
I'm not remotely afraid of what might be shown to me or what I might experience. I'm actually not going to be eating any more tonight.
How's it going?
Good, but I need time to think about it.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot as well. You know, trying to get my head around it. It's going to be okay.
I think so.
It's going to be a hell of a ride. I'm buckling up right now. Well, Iboga, Ibogaine is not for everyone. It's unfortunate, but a lot of our day is spent vetting clients out from treatment. Not everybody has the right heart condition and the right liver conditions and even the right psychological conditions to receive this type of medicine. This is why we ask people to do a 12-lead arresting EKG. And if there are any anomalies whatsoever, we would then ask them to do an exercise stress test. And of course, we also ask for full blood tests as well. And then these results go through a rigorous vetting process of my medical and therapy teams. And only then, if all the criteria are met, will we consider accepting somebody into treatment. Taking the deep dive into the spirit of Iboga with the intentions that I've set, I'm hoping to find some answers, some resolve.
I'm approaching this with as much of a clean slate as I can and see what happens.
Well, I'm kind of open to the experience, and it is what it is. I think it's good for me to have the practice of having the experience instead of just having the theory. Especially for my work here, I think it's going to be a plus point for me. Yeah.
Actually, I'm also looking to connect with some kind of higher source, because I think that has been something that has been absent for most of my life.
I hope that the story can unfold and that I will know which way to turn at the crossroads. I'm standing right in the middle of that crossroads right now.
Being an addict in recovery, the biggest fear that I have is kind of wake up some demons inside of me. I don't believe that is going to happen. But the intention, of course, is become a better version of myself, try to understand a little bit about all this, you know. And of course, I keep thinking about my son and wife.
Where does all my sadness and pain come from? And can you show me how to thrive instead of survive?
Tread lightly. Don't stomp around. Tread lightly. Remember to breathe and to be more accepting.
Today's the day that you're going to do Ibogaine. How are you feeling today?
It's strange because I'm work here for, I don't know, a couple of years, and I kind of delayed this moment for so long because I believe that we must have an intention behind it, and I think now is the moment. But I'm feeling anxious. A lot of respect for the plant, but I'm feeling kind of nervous, but I think it's a good nervous.
I'm going to do an Ibogaine treatment to do some inner work, but also, and primarily, to get myself rid of the buprenorphine, which is an opiate substitute, which I've been on for 7 years. I used to be addicted to heroin. What I'm really looking to curb is my alcohol addiction. The rest, I suppose, is just internal work that I want to do to figure out why my addictive impulses exist, where they come from.
It's just been made known to me that 17th of October is actually the date of my father's passing, so today is even more significant. This morning we were all put on the heart monitor. Our EKGs were taken, our blood pressures, our oxygen levels, so that we can get a baseline of where we are at in a normal state. And once we have taken the test dose, we will go back into the room and be put back on the heart monitor and see if there have been any changes. And then the flood dosing will start. I believe Neil will join us shortly and he'll explain to us what he tends to explain to our clients.
First thing we're going to do this morning is we're going to take the test dose. Test dose is a percentage, a smaller percentage of the maximum amount that you're going to be taking. We've worked out how much you're going to be taking based on your body weight, and you're going to be taking TA this morning. Also included in there, we're going to take some potassium and some magnesium, and this is for maintaining your heart rhythms. The magnesium, potassium, that helps boost the T-wave back up. Sometimes it flattens down with Ibogaine, which means if it flattens down too much, we slow things down a little bit. If there's no changes, then we continue on a pace, okay? So the test dose we're going to take now, and then in about 45 minutes to an hour, we're going to go with the flood. Everyone feel okay?
Yes.
Ready to go?
Let's go. Let's go.
Tablets are there. Water's there. Good luck, gentlemen, and enjoy your journey.
It's just started to get real.
All of them?
All of them.
Cheers. Okay, so it's been like 30 minutes after the test dose. For the moment, I just feel a little or slight change on the temperature of my body.
My withdrawal symptoms that I was experiencing from the morphine have gone, pretty much. I'm not yawning, I'm not shaky anymore. My eyes have stopped watering, which is really good.
Feeling the usual plant medicine, physiological feelings. I'm a little bit cold inside, a little bit shivery.
I don't feel much here.
I keep yawning. Back again, it's resistance.
My vision has become slightly cloudy. I think that's pretty much it.
I'm feeling a little bit anxious at the moment, waiting for that buzz.
I'm feeling quite relaxed, actually.
A little bit anxious. It's the anticipation of the Iboga taking control of my body, my cells.
I'm not an addict at the moment, I'm not using, but I used to. So, like I said before, at the same time, this is something that I do with a lot of respect.
I go into it with an open heart and take it as it comes.
I'm hoping everything goes well and that I can receive the flood dose because I want to dive deep. The flood dose for some of you is virtually the whole amount that you're going to be taking. Probably for Alvaro, you're going to go for like the full amount. You guys will give you a high dose and then followed by a smaller dose after that, about 2 hours later. You've had no changes in your ECG.
Nice one.
And how are you feeling?
Pretty much the same. Just no withdrawals,
No
which is
withdrawals,
amazing.
but no other reactions.
No visuals, no burps, no nausea.
Once you've had the flood, then we're going to be staying in bed, okay? We'll be sitting outside the door monitoring. If you need us, all you need to do is call out and we can come back in and check. We will be checking every hour or so on how you're doing, heart-wise, blood pressure. So unfortunately, we will have to interrupt some of the process, but we will try and keep that to a minimum as much as possible. We try and keep the noise down as much as possible as well, because your hearing can become very acute. So we apologize now for any noise that we might make, but we are trying to be as quiet as we can on the outside. Also, vision-wise, if your eyes become quite sort of difficult with the lights, we'll turn everything down as dark as possible. But if you need an eye mask to completely cover your eyes up, we've got that. Again, we will come in and check and ask how things are going. If you need to get up and go to the bathroom, remember you are connected to the monitor, so don't take the monitor with you. Call one of us, we'll come in, disconnect it for you. Take a couple of breaths, stand up, get your balance, make your way to the bathroom. If you need to, use the wall or use us to help you get to the bathroom. Don't stand up to pee, sit down, pee like a girl, please. All right?
How are you?
Hey, Ruben.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
I'm not sure. I feel good, feel calm.
How are you feeling, Alvin?
Yeah, it started to kick in now. Slowly I'm getting there. It's quite slow to take off that humongous buzzing sounds in my ears.
Yeah, I'm just seeing like little face masks and car crashes and people, dancing figures. Nothing recognizable just yet, but it really feels like my brain is on overdrive and I can almost feel the Ibogaine like going into my brain, going in, what do I look for? So it should be good.
I'm getting a bit shaky. My attack a bit tactic. Just floating down, in this case, rather than up. Down inside and within.
How you doing, Ruben?
Good.
Any message to yourself?
Many. I have many.
Hey, Pedro.
No, it's got my wig. Just getting annoying.
That's fine.
Yeah, finished, I think. The visuals are slowly fading.
Yeah?
And that was insane. It was completely insane.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. In absolutely no pain. Still a bit nauseous, obviously, which is what I might So, all good.
It was just the most incredibly secure and safe experience I've ever had. From the moment that I took the first test dose yesterday, was quite interesting because it took a very, very long time to start having an effect on me. I could feel the medicine like going to different parts of my body. It was incredible. I could, apart from the hallucinations, but the physical sensation of what it was actually doing to my body and how it was cleaning it was just so clear. It was just so clearly felt. You know what I mean? Like under the skin. I'd feel organs moving. I actually felt like inner organs like going communicating with each other. I went into this trip with the intention that, you know, show me where my sadness and my depression and comes from, and, you know, allow me to thrive instead of just survive. That was my original one. But nope, that's not what Dr. Iboga had in store for me at all, which was quite nice. What he did have in store for me was, no, you're not going to be getting your intentions tonight, but what you are going to do is you're going to lie down, be entertained, we'll entertain you, and we'll do the cleaning. And basically that's what it was. So for the sake of my entertainment, while I was being cleaned, I just got shown 24 hours of completely random hallucinogenic stuff that was highly entertaining.
48 hours looked like a year on the level of intensity that you are experiencing. The messages, the visions, the time, the construction of everything, and then it presents you the show that you need. For me, it was overwhelming, especially the part of anticipating the death of my father. It was something that I will not forget soon. And yeah, a lot of random things as well, emotions, feelings, crying, laughing, all at the same time. Being an addict, I always said that my father's death will be the cause of my relapsing. I kind of make this self-sabotage for years and years and years, because I know the pain is going to be hard. And when I saw my father die, was something, I can't put it in words. It was so realistic, so painful at the same time. And I remember, why are you showing me this? And then, you know, your mind goes here and there. Oh, maybe something happened with my father. No, this is, you know, this fight internal. And then I realized maybe it was Ibogaine show me and make me feel exactly the pain I'm going to feel when he's going to die. And yeah, somehow prepared me for sure that will happen. Yeah, I'm really grateful.
I've seen so many amazing things. I actually had forgotten how involved it was. So I'm in the journey, it's starting, and then it started to ramp up, and I'm thinking, my God, this is going to be days. This is not, I was kind of convinced myself that I was probably going to go in and be okay. Yeah. I've had journeys that have been quite sedate. You know, I only saw one image, a lot of it was energy. My first Ibogaine treatment was colossal. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was like an ego death. But this one was putting me through the ringer. I have been crushed, ground, sanded, put together, stepped on, crushed, ground, put through a mincing machine, and put back in again just for good measure. I mean, I have been through hell. I can't even begin to describe how difficult this experience has been for me. But I'm here now. I'm feeling really chilled, a bit nauseous, but chilled, really chilled. My dad had died 2 years earlier on the day we did Iboga. And he came to me in my visions and kind of just came into my mind's eye, went down the side, swiveled around a bit, and then I just saw that one of his eyes was white. And then he, boom, shit. It's kind of totally bizarre. But he appeared in my visions, which is remarkable because that was his day.
Yeah.
And he just sort of looked at me like this. For me, what was particularly poignant about this experience of doing it with these guys, well, Ruben, of course, he works here, and I was eager for him to have a better understanding of Iboga, and also to help him as well, because we all have pain, and it's always good to go deep and learn. And what we all got together here, you can't get talking.
No,
you can't get talking.
No.
And of course, Pedro, who's done so much work for us already. We love your words, my friend. And it's been a super pleasure. And to have you out the other end, detox, man, this stuff works.
Man.
Stuff works.
It's what Calvin was saying, is this digital scan.
Yeah.
I feel it a little bit too like...
Yeah, they were just checking for all the little damaged bits.
I had it in my head. It was literally like the old scanner. It was just repairing all that nerve damage from perceived traumas. It was quite incredible. I mean, what did you guys feel about the quality of the images? Because the imagery was so unbelievably real. I mean, I know why they say Ibogaine is not a psychedelic, because it's not. It's a neurogenic substance, meaning it puts you in a dreamlike state. And it was like full-on dreaming watching that television there. It was just so crisp. You could see every detail. I mean, I've been doing Iboga since 2015, twice for addiction, and then several times testing products so that we make sure our clients get good quality product. Problem with testing product is that it puts a whole week out of your life, so it's not something you take lightly.
For years, I thought, because I'm such a staunch atheist, I just thought, no, you die and that's it, fade to black. Fade to black, my ass. You had it really bad with the pukes, didn't it?
I did too, and Albert.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I didn't have
it. Was what 20 minutes after the flood, something like that.
Somewhere up here, I just felt like this part of my brain was actually connected to a generator, like electricity.
Incredible. I thought I'd cleared a lot of stuff up, and I had stuff come up that I didn't even know existed anymore. And that was crazy. I thought my work was done. Man, I have so much work to do. Wow. Yeah, wow. I have a lot to do.
The level of care was second to none. Absolutely incredible.
I would be treated here time and time again because the team is so excellent.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Completely. And then to such an extent that I was so anxious before I came and did this, that during the whole process, there wasn't actually a single fraction of a second where I even had the slightest bit of anxiety about anything.
And it's funny because you can actually feel and know how tough is the work for them. The entire night of 6 hours, 8 hours, they work a lot.
Yeah.
I have nothing to fear because the team, they know what to do. They're on hand all the time.
Recording. So, gentlemen, it's been 3 months since you did your treatment.
here at Tabularasa. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure out where we are at today. I think we should probably start off with Ruben, see where he's at.
For me, I felt the bigger change or something that changed on the first few weeks. But like we say to everyone, when you go home, everything is exactly the same. And I felt that I changed a little bit, especially the relationship with myself as well. Like, I believe these two guys. I felt more patience, you know, instead of just sometimes explode with situations. I can, you know, think a little bit better, slow down, and just, you know, allow things to be. I remember one of the first things I did when I get out of here 3 months ago after the treatment or the Ibogaine journey was calling my father and said to him that I love him very much, and to my mother, which is always difficult to me. So in this matter was also a big help for me. But I didn't felt like a huge difference in my personality or whatever. It's more about little details, behaviors, you know. But yeah, I think basically was this.
How about you, Pedro?
Well, yeah, I mean, picking up on a bit of what you just said, I think I've learned how to become gentler with myself, generally, more compassionate. My inner narrative, which would always be kind of very self-critical and, you know, oh, you did this wrong and you... I now, you know, treat myself with more compassion and kindness as I would treat a friend, you know, because one of the things I think that the Ibogaine taught me was if you wouldn't say it to your best friend, then don't say it to yourself. If someone forgets their keys in the house when they're going for a walk with you, you don't insult them because they forgot their keys, but you insult yourself when you do the same. So the inner narrative has changed. My relationships have also changed. I've become better at setting my own boundaries and letting other people know what's acceptable, what's not, which is something I've always struggled with. In regards to my sobriety, I have no desire to go back to using whatsoever, none. Absolutely none. So, and for the first time in my adult life, I'm free of all pills. It's nothing short of a miracle, you know, for real. And yeah, taking better care of myself. So that's
Self-care, important, huh?
very.
It is. And you?
Well, I think if I remember correctly, one of my intentions was to stomp around less, tread lightly, and breathe. And I'm managing to do that quite well. I had a bit of a revelation. I was burnt out before treatment. I was standing at a crossroads. I wasn't even sure whether this project was going to carry on, whether I could really handle the burden upon myself, the enormity of the work that we do here. And instead of being stuck in the middle of the crossroads, I actually feel like now the path is clear. And I feel a lot lighter, much lighter. I'm not so angry, I'm not so agitated. I'm a little bit more patient at home with my wife and children. I'm communicating better to my team of what my needs are and what the expectations are. And I just feel more aligned with the purpose, whereas I wasn't quite getting it. And Iboga really helped me see that. And through all the traumatic visions and the feelings that I had to go through, I realized that there is always more inner work to do. So I just have to keep doing it, keep looking after myself, and like you said, Pedro, self-care. Self-care is super important, and I do know that if I don't keep up with the self-care, I'll be burnt out again, and I'll be at another crossroads. So the plan is to look after myself so that I can keep moving forward and, you know, carrying everybody with me on this amazing journey.
Hip hip hooray!
Never in my life, and I'm an expert in Iboga. And don't go fuck that. You can't even put it into words yet.
You are too complex. Just say, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I think I'm okay. So guys, what do you think about the weight loss? Ibogaine for Fat Club.
I lost 2 kilos.
5 kilos.
5 kilos, maybe 6.
Yeah.
5 kilos, maybe 6 kilos.
Wow.
So Monday we'll
The
sing
six
again.
pack's on its way back.
Monday we start again.
Yeah. Coming to a place near you soon.
Let's start our careers in modeling. This is fucking hilarious. It's like at various points, like everything was completely unfocused. Like the images weren't. No, but it did work psychologically, right? Because I thought, I can't see. I thought, I need my glasses. And so I put on my glasses. My eyes continued closed, and the vision became much better.
It's so traumatic.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Get registered on the heart monitor, so I'm all hooked up, as you can see, and see how my heart and my body reacts to the first initial test dose.
Regrets having done it?
None.
Not at all.
None
Would we
whatsoever.
do it again?
Yes.
Yes,
for sure. And
in a
I will
heartbeat.
take that extra pill next
Yes.
time.
I always say never again.
Yeah.
But if we do it, we'll do it together again.
Yep,
Chapter
for sure. For sure.
2. God help us.
Definitely.
Iboga. Papa Iboga.